Day 321 of the Daily Stoic. Hope and fear are the same. Quote, Hecato says, "Cease to hope, and you will cease to fear." The primary cause of both these ills is that instead of adapting ourselves to the present circumstances, we send out thoughts too far ahead. Seneca, Moral Letters 5.7b-8. Hope is generally regarded as good. Fear is generally regarded as bad. To the Stoic, like Hecato, known as Hecato of Rhodes, they are the same. Both are projections into the future about things we do not control. Both are the enemy of this present moment that you are actually in. Both meaning you're living a life in opposition to amor fati, or the love of fate. It's not about overcoming our fears, but understanding that both hope and fear contain a dangerous amount of want and worry in them. And sadly, the want is what causes the worry. I say this all the time, guys. You guys have heard me say this because I say it to my children a lot. It is never live in the past, or never worry. If you're worried, it's mostly because maybe you're living in the past of something that you might have done, or you're worrying about the future, which hasn't come yet, which is worthless. Or if you're anxious, in most cases, you're anxious about something that happened in the past and the ramifications thereof, or you're anxious about something that's coming in the future. And so anxiety and worry should never be part of your daily equation. It should never be part of your daily world. And you might say, well, Peter, what if something happens today? Then you can worry about it today. You can be anxious about it today as you're going through it today, because it's an unknown experience and you've just been screwed or whatever. So take it for what it is. I struggle with this too, guys. I struggle with it too because I have hopes. I have dreams. I have wants. I have desires that are in my heart, that are in my soul, that I want to see to fruition, that I want to see to completion. But whenever I sit on it for just more than a couple seconds, I quickly snap out of it because it's not something I can control. The only thing that I can control is what I'm doing today. And if what I'm doing today is directionally correct towards the goal that I want, then I need not fear. I need not worry. I need not be anxious about the timing of when it's going to happen, because it's going to happen. This is what time and intentionality does, right? If you have a goal to do X and you strive towards that goal X every single day, guess what you're going to do? You're going to achieve that X. You're going to achieve that X if you have intentionality, which is a fancy way of saying doing everything you bloody can do to achieve that X. Right? You're going and finding people. You're going and building relationships. You're going and finding network that can help you. You're finding investors. You're finding friends. You're finding colleagues. You're learning and growing. You're reading and watching YouTube videos. You are doing everything that you possibly can in intentionality to achieve X. So because you know that you're doing all this stuff to achieve X in the future, you need not worry about X in the future. You need not be anxious about it in the future, because hope and fear are the exact same. It's stealing from today for something that you have no control over tomorrow. Stay in today. Work today. I'll give you an example. I didn't really want to do today's Stoic at this particular point in time. I wanted to do it some other time today. But you know what? I knew that if I got into this now, I would feel so much better. So instead of worrying about, literally, it was a second and a half decision. Instead of thinking about, I can just move stuff around and I'll worry about, changing this schedule so that I can get my daily. No, I was like, you know what? I got the time right now. There's no point in worrying about, just do it. So here I am, hanging out with you guys on day 321 of the Daily Stoic. Hope and fear are the same. It's not about overcoming our fears, but understanding that both hope and fear contain a dangerous amount of want and worry in them. And sadly, that want is what carries or causes the worry. Don't be afraid. Actually, I think the words "don't be afraid" were used 365 times in the Bible. That's an interesting coincidence, don't you think? That for every single day of the year, there was a God, or there were men of God who told you, do not be afraid, don't worry. See you in Discord.